that I got to get to Port Huron to file a complaint. I've documented that over and over and over again. That's a reasonable request, isn't it, for transportation?
We don't provide transportation.
I know you don't, but DHHS does.
We wouldn't provide transportation to Port Huron for you.
What's a reasonable request? Transportation. Do you want me to? Do you want it? Here, I'll go through. I've got all the files.
No, that's.
Nothing's happened. We're not going anywhere.
Okay. I would like to leave you some information on legal
I don't
services.
want to take your.
Okay, you don't want information.
What is the information? What are you going to give me?
Services
No,
advisor.
I want help. I want help.
Okay.
I want help now. Are you fucking nuts? I need help. I need help. I need help.
I think. Excuse me. I'm gonna head out. Okay.
I need help. What are you going to do for me?
I offered you the help to work.
What help? What are you helping me? What are you doing? What are you going to help me with? What are you helping me with? Nothing? Did you bring me any fucking water? Fucking cocksuckers. What are you going to do for me?
I've offered the services.
What are your services? What are you going to do? Nothing?
Today is Friday, December 28th, 2018. It's 4:54 p.m. I'm calling the Almont police. I didn't have much luck with Department of Civil Rights, Charles
not
Archie.
new for decades. In part, the hood resembles a war zone. As time passes, more and more buildings are abandoned and set on fire. Far from the iconic image of the industrial centre, the real Detroit is an illustration of the negative.
Hi, Angie. I'm trying to reach Officer Leo Hagar from Almont Police.
Okay, he's already gone for the day today.
Okay. Is Laura Moore working?
No, she's not.
Okay. Is there anybody that can take a police report for me?
Well, certainly. What's your address?
They don't have to come out. I've already sent emails to Leo Hagar and Laura Moore.
Okay, well, they would have to be able to take the report.
Okay. Would you know that somebody came to my house last Wednesday, the 19th? It was a Almont police officer. Would you have records of who that was?
Yep, what's your address? Last Wednesday?
Yeah.
On the 19th?
Yes.
That would have been Officer Wilson.
Wilson. Okay. I don't want him.
Okay.
Is there anybody else?
We do have another officer that's on, but it's up to him who goes out there.
It's up to who?
Officer Wilson.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Things didn't go well last Wednesday. I just don't want to deal with him again.
Okay. Let me see. Let me talk to my friend real quick. Okay.
Okay,
Hold on a
thank you.
moment. Okay. We can most likely send the other one out there.
You could what, ma'am?
Right? We should be able to send the other officer out there to you.
Okay, it'll just be a quick call. I just need to give him information on who I want to file a complaint against.
So what kind of complaint is it?
It's gross negligence.
Okay. And what kind of gross negligence?
Well, a Adult Protective Services agent, Joe Baker, sent me an email over a month ago saying that he was going to bring me water to survive, and then he disappeared. And then last Wednesday, the Adult Protective Services agent supervisor, Dave Lynch, came to my house, and he investigated my entire situation, and that didn't turn out very well. They ran out of my house, and it didn't turn out well.
Okay.
Nothing got resolved, and I'm without water, and I want to file a complaint.
Okay. I can see what he'll be able to do about it, okay?
I mean,
did you try going through Adult Protective Services and all to see if you could file something with them?
Man, you wouldn't believe how hard it is. It's impossible. Dave Lynch is a supervisor. Dave Lynch, I argued with him for an hour and a half 3 months ago trying to get my issues resolved with him, and he just kept telling me to call the crisis hotline. And in the meantime, the Adult Protective Services worker, Elaine Stoutenberg, sabotaged me calling the crisis hotline because she said I'm in no immediate danger because I have a grocery store right across the street, which is a lie, and I'm disabled. The nearest grocery store is a mile away, and I broke my collarbone in 4 places trying to get to it a few years ago on a bicycle. I don't have availability of food or water. And the Dave Lynch came to my house and spent this time he was investigating my situation, and just told me there's nothing he could do. He's going to offer me $1,000 to fix the $15,000 worth of damage that DHHS caused to my house. And when I got upset, things got ugly. And I don't need Officer Wilson going for his weapon either.
Okay. Well, no, nobody wants that.
Well, it happened, and I don't like it. I'm disabled, and I get these clowns to come to my house, and they're supposed to be helping me, and I tell them all my problems. And when I get too upset, Officer Wilson goes for his weapon. That's what he's going to do. He's going to take care of me. That's the only help that I've gotten from the state of Michigan, from anybody. I've done everything humanly possible to try to document my issues. No one will deny them. No one will refute them. They just say that there's nothing we can do. DHHS improperly installed a water heater that failed twice, destroyed my home, and I'm being left to die. And everybody's ignoring it. I've documented it over and over again, and I'm getting nowhere. I don't know what else to do. What do I have to do? Call the FBI? Leo Hager knows all about it. Laura Moore knows all about it. I've sent all my documentation. I sent a copy of Joe Baker sending me an email saying he's going to bring me water, and then he said he was going to arrange it with the local police. That's the Almont police. These guys should know about it. If they're ignoring it and nobody's bringing me water, that means that everybody's in collusion, and they're sitting here watching me die. I'm 60.
Please don't do something like that. So I'm confused as to why he would have told you that.
I'm just going by what his email said, ma'am. I never even heard from this guy. I don't know why he contacted me. I've been writing everybody and contacting the state, Gretchen Wilmer, my senator.
Hold on, please.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I apologize. I'm going to pick up another.
Well, that's okay. I'm sorry to take up all your time, ma'am, to be honest.
No, okay. It was callback number.
I'm using someone else's phone. I don't have a good callback number, but the number I'm...
Okay. All right. I mean, I can try to have Officer Best come out and talk to you. His name is Best, BEST, and see if there's anything he can do to help you at all.
Well, I just need will he take my police report for gross negligence? Because that's why I'm trying to file a police report.
I don't know, because I don't know what the laws are on that, if he has to take that, or what he does with it. I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
okay. You can dispatch them to the call, but what I can tell you is that I know that Officer Moore and I believe Officer Hagar are both back on Monday.
Okay. My problem is, ma'am, this has been going on. I'm being tortured to death.
Oh, I understand.
And I'm trying to prove that I'm doing everything possible. And if I can, and I hate to take up your time or another Almont police officer's time, but I need to record this stuff because I'm just being ignored. I had the Adult Protective Services supervisor out with Officer Wilson last Wednesday, and they just ran out. They didn't bring me any water. They didn't do anything. And I tried to complain about this other guy that wrote to me, and I sent copies of the email and everything. I don't know who this guy, who he was. He sent me an email saying, hey, look, I heard you need water, and you don't like to talk with APS people, which is not true. I didn't understand what he meant. And he said I can arrange to have somebody bring you water. Maybe it's something to the effect that it might be the local police, which would be the Almont police. And so I wrote to him immediately, and I said, yes, please, as soon as possible. I need water. Please help me. And he just disappeared. And then I wrote 3 different times to him, and I sent copies to Laura Moore and also Leo Hager to prove it, that this guy just disappeared. And then I contacted Adult Protective Services, and I contacted DHHS. The supervisor last Wednesday didn't even want to talk about it. He just ignored it. And that's... What's that?
But my hands are tied to a certain degree, but
yeah.
For them to have the police bring food and water, that's not normally something that they do. So
no, I didn't ask for food. I asked for water. And they destroyed, DHHS destroyed my water heater over a year ago, and I've been without running water ever since. And I tried every way possible to get my issues resolved, and I can't. And it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Officer Best come out and speak with you, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I have to go. I have other calls I have to take right
Okay,
now.
yeah, sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hi. You're Officer Best? Okay, Officer Best, I wanted to file a gross negligence claim.
Okay.
And I was trying to print the email I got from the Adult Protective Services agent. His name is Joe Baker. And he sent me an email over a month ago. He sent it to me on 11/27, saying that he would bring me water or have the Almont police bring me water. And that was over a month ago, and I wrote him 3 emails, and he hasn't responded ever since. And according to my research, that's gross negligence.
Who was this you talked to, sir?
His name was Al Baker. I didn't talk to him. He sent me an email. I'm trying to print it for you, but I'm having trouble with my printer.
Mr. Baker works for?
Adult Protective Services.
Okay, well, I never got any memo or there's nothing posted, so I don't know
Right.
what's going on.
I don't either. And the Adult
Your first
Protective...
name is?
Yeah. I also an Adult Protective...
Last name is there a phone here?
No. I have an email.
What's that?
It,
Does your water work in the house?
no.
You don't have any running water?
No. No. There was a...
Can I,
No, not without witnesses, sir.
not without what?
Not without witnesses.
Okay, so you're claiming you
No, there was
water in the house, but you won't let me check it.
I already had a supervisor come in last Wednesday with your officer Wilson, and it didn't turn out well at all.
Did they check your water?
Pardon?
Did they check your water?
Yeah, they came in and did a full report on. They were supposed to
Did
be.
they turn your spigots on?
I believe they did. Yeah, I showed them. They came to inspect my situation.
Okay, so
And
they because your water was turned off.
No, they came because they showed up. They showed up last Monday, and they showed up unannounced with Laura Moore and a Habitat for Humanity worker. And I told them, I said, I want to be able to have witnesses, and I said, you're welcome to investigate because they came.
Do you have somebody you can call over here right now?
Not really. I can.
I'd be happy to check your water to see if there's a problem with it. Do you get your water from the trailer park?
Yeah.
So you pay a bill to the trailer park, or you pay a bill to the city?
No, I pay a bill to the trailer park.
Have you told them you don't have water?
I don't want to deal with the trailer park
The
because.
trailer park controls your water, though, from what you just told me.
Yeah, but
You got to talk to them.
No, I don't. No, I don't want to deal with them at all because I'm going to have to sell this place. I'm going to have to abandon this place, and I don't want to get hit for extra charges. I've got a leak.
They control the water. You need to speak to them. You can't.
It's not. It has nothing to do with the water. It has to do with the damage that DHHS. They provided a faulty water heater that leaked twice within months of installing it because it was done wrong.
So the water from your tap doesn't work because the water.
What happened was it leaked once. It leaked once. They installed it in January of 2017. It leaked almost immediately. I called DHHS and Adult Protective Services in June. They didn't come. They left me for 2.5 months without.
What I'm trying to get at, I get the water heater's not working.
Right.
I get that part. I have a water heater too.
Yeah.
I can bypass the water heater, and my water will still come out my.
Yeah. The problem is that when they installed the water heater, they did it. They had it. I know, but the problem is when it leaked in November, I shut the water off and I contacted. I was without running water till May, and I contacted consumers that came out, and they said that they had to repair all the plumbing that DHHS's plumber did. They said it was all wrong. They said we can't investigate anything.
Copy of that?
Yeah, I do. I had a copy of it. I can. In fact, Laura Moore and Leo Hager's got a copy of that. I can email you a copy of that, and also a copy of the email I got from Joseph Best.
I got it. That's the email.
Yeah, but I mean,
So you want to report like made against Mr. Baker? Do you know about how old Mr. Baker is?
no, he just sent me an email.
You have a guess how old he is? 50, 60, 40?
No idea. I just got an email. I never
21?
talked to the man.
Oh, I thought you said he came to your house.
No, that was Dave Lynch, who was the supervisor,
Okay.
and he came in with your Officer Wilson, and Officer Wilson went for his weapon, and I didn't. That's why I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
And I made a video of that too.
Mr. David Lynch, is that his name?
Right.
And that was how long ago?
That was last Wednesday. They came in. They were supposed to come in and look at everything and see all the damage. My house is uninhabitable.
Okay,
They did.
But Mr. Baker sent you this email, but you don't have a copy of it.
I do have a copy of it. I'm trying to print it, and I'm having a
Are
problem.
you going to be able to print it?
I-
I'll tell you, why don't you call Central Dispatch when you get a copy and print it off, and I'll swing back. If you don't have it tonight,
I can email it to you.
okay.
What's your email?
SBS
That's best.
at almontvillage.org.
all one word.
It's in your it's on your website, isn't it?
Should be, yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send you that, and I'll send you everything that I've got.
You're claiming Mr. Baker was supposed to bring water to you.
He sent an email saying that he can arrange to have water provided to me, and he said that could come from local police, and that's Almont Police, but he never contacted you guys.
Not that I know of.
And then he just disappeared, and I wrote to him 3 times.
When was this? The 27th?
Yes, of November. Yeah.
All right, well, send that email to me. I'll wait up the report.
Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye now. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. It's 12:34 p.m. and I'm calling the Almont Police. Yippee. Watch me get nowhere again.
Good afternoon, Almont Police Department.
Hi, ma'am. I was trying to reach Officer Hager.
Okay, may I ask who's calling?
Yes, my name is...
Okay, let me see if he's still in the department. He might be on the road. Hold
Okay.
on just a moment. Okay, sir, I just caught him.
Okay.
Let me transfer you to his phone. Hold on just a moment.
Officer Hager,
Oh, hi, Leo. It's
is this conversation being recorded?
Yes.
Okay, you do not have my permission to record this conversation.
It's for my protection, Leo.
Okay. Well, I just want the record to indicate that you do not have my permission.
Well, I'm calling a public officer, and I want to make a public complaint. Okay. Did you get my email yesterday? Okay.
Yes, I did.
I want to make a complaint.
That matter has been previously...
It's not been investigated. The Adult Protective Services supervisor told me to contact you to file a complaint.
Right. That matter was previously investigated, was conducted by the Michigan State Police and the Lapeer County Prosecutor's Office, and there is no actionable information for them to proceed any further. Nancy, are you editing this conversation? Because I'm going to record
That's
it on
fine.
my end
That's
as well.
fine.
You don't-
That's
you don't
fine.
edit anything.
I'm being put to
Which
death.
you do.
And are you telling me that Elaine Stoutenberg lying to the DHHS crisis hotline and telling them that I am in no danger? Don't you remember me telling you back in September that I keep calling that number, and you kept telling me the same thing? Keep calling that number. Keep calling that number.
Do you have a new complaint to make, sir?
I'm being put to death, and I have no way of defending myself. And the Adult Protective Services agent told me to contact you if I want to file a complaint. Are you
matter was
okay? Are you
investigated
telling me that
previously.
you refuse to take the complaint?
This matter was
Okay, are you
investigated previously by the Michigan State
by who?
Police and the Lapeer County
When
Prosecutor's Office.
when was
No
this?
other
Because I've
information.
got
I do not want to
nothing.
file a complaint.
No,
You
what I
have a
need to
nice day,
do,
sir. You do
what
not
I
have
need
my
to do,
permission
what I
record
need to
this
do, sir, is I want to file a complaint against you. Okay, I don't know. There's no hope. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. It's 12:40 p.m. I'm calling the Almont Police. I called Leo Hager, and he hung up on me. So I'm have to make a complaint against him.
Good afternoon, Almont Police Department.
Hi, ma'am. I need to file a complaint.
Okay. And your phone number?
I don't want to. What I need to do is I need to know how to file a complaint against Officer Hager.
Okay, well, you have to have an officer.
No, I don't-
Home,
I don't-
Or you can stop into the police department and file a complaint.
Okay, can I take do you have a form that I can pick up?
No, you actually sit down with an officer to file the complaint.
And can I video it?
That would be up to the officer at his discretion.
Okay, is there somebody there now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am, do you know how long somebody's going to be there? Because I don't know when I can make it up there.
I don't. It just depends on if they get a call.
But I mean, what time do they close? Because I called yesterday and you were closed at like 4:30.
I'm here from 8 a.m. to 1, Monday through Friday. And then 1 to 4, there's an officer that will be in the department.
Okay.
After hours, you'll have to contact Central Dispatch. They have an officer come back and meet
Okay,
you.
so yeah, because I called at 4:30 and you weren't open, so
Right, it transfers to Central
correct.
Dispatch.
Okay, so I could come between 1 and 4 and someone can take the complaint.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
All right,
Bye
thank
now.
you. Bye.
It's Tuesday, April 16th, 2019. It's 1:55 p.m. and I'm going into the Almont police station. Wish me luck. I need to file a complaint.
Okay, you can't record in here.
It's a public building.
No, it's not.
Police
This is a
department.
government building. You're not going to film in our police department.
Where do I make the report?
You can make it with us, but and you can make it in here, but you're not recording in here
Why?
because this is our
That's a
department.
First Amendment audit. Don't I have the
Sorry?
right? Don't I have the right to record?
Not in here, you know. We don't need our building, the layout of our building online.
If you didn't do anything wrong, what do you got to hide? You know what you guys say?
We don't have anything like it, Richard.
Well,
Why would
what's
you
the
want to
problem?
jeopardize our safety?
By what?
The layout of our building
By doing what?
online. Are you going to stop recording?
Okay, so nobody's recording.
So Richard, you gotta understand that we have bent over backwards.
What did you do? What did you do for me?
Right now, we're listening to you.
You're listening to me. You're listening to me. You know what? Why don't you take a step on my neck and then try to make me listen to me? What more can you do?
For a couple years, we're trying to help you, but you have to understand. Let me ask you this question: Do you agree that there's certain limitations to what we can do?
No, it makes no sense. You're watching.
You don't agree with that?
No, you know what? You're watching corrupt government killing people, and you're allowing it to happen because
Well,
you're
there are
afraid.
limitations to what
There are
you
limitations when you see something, you're supposed to say something. What's the difference if you saw an EMS worker putting a pillow over a patient's face and smothering them? And you know what you're saying? It's not my job. It's not my school. What's the difference? What did she do to me? What did she do to me? Well, you know what? I called for 3 months. You want to hear something else? The DHHS crisis hotline. I called the one time and I'm going, please help me, please. And the woman thought I hung up and she goes, hey, listen, did you guys hear that? Ha 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 ha. That's what they do. That's what the DHHS crisis hotline do to.
We have no control over that.
You have no control over it. You're not a law enforcement agency.
For Almont, we are.
No, you're not. What about the Constitution?
What about it?
What about my constitutional rights?
What rights are you referring to right now?
Why don't you take a look at my evidence file and I'll show you. Can I tell you something else? I've got another issue with the Department of Civil Rights who I filed a case with.
And they dismissed your case.
Huh?
They
They dismissed my case. Did you see why?
No.
No, you didn't do anything. You know why? Because I gave the worker Charles Archie on. Are you laughing at me?
Why do you figure I'm laughing?
I don't know. I'm not smiling.
Richard, why do you feel everybody's against you?
Are you kidding me? On 8/7, I gave Charles Archie I gave him a court of claims case to file for $15,000 against DHHS workers Rhonda Lansing and Tanya McCrory and Steve Atkinson. That was on 8/7. I talked to him in September. He said he was working on everything. He was going to follow up and do a thorough investigation. When I called him on 12/27 to ask him what he did about that court of claims, since he didn't know anything about it, I started complaining, and he closed my case after a thorough investigation on 12/27, the same day that I called him to complain.
We have no jurisdiction.
You got no jurisdiction over anything. Why don't you go protect the dairy twirl then?
We do have jurisdiction in Almont.
Yeah, in the dairy twirl, the tip jar. I'll steal money from the tip jar. That way that way you can arrest me, and at least I can go to jail and have a safe environment. Is that what you want me to do? That's the only thing that you're offering me. How am I supposed to get? I'm living in an uninhabitable house. I got no way to get out. What am I supposed to do? It's not getting better. Was my water supposed to magically turn on? How is it supposed to change? How does anybody help me at all? Nothing.
Well,
Zero.
Remember 2 months ago, CPS workers came to your house with one of our officers?
Yeah.
Tried to help you out?
Yeah, and then I videoed that when he ran out and he pulled his weapon as
He did not pull his
bullshit.
weapon. I saw the
Yeah.
video.
What did he go for?
He didn't pull his weapon.
Yeah, what did he go for? What would he go for?
I'm right here.
Yeah, I don't care.
pull your- I
Yeah, what did you
pull
go for?
I went for my teacher because you're
Well, yeah, and I'm 67-and-a-half-year-old disabled senior citizen
You're
sitting in a
also
chair.
going and swearing and yelling, and you're being disorderly right now.
Then taser me. I don't give a fuck.
No, we want to try and help.
Yeah, I don't need 4 cops. You know what? I went into that DHHS meeting, and they had 4 policemen sitting there, and I couldn't get anything resolved. And
It's because of the way you're acting. The people at DHS are scared. They're concerned.
scared of what? Why don't you do
Your
no.
behavior.
My behavior, what?
That's right.
It's called anger. You know what? When I give you 174 pages of evidence that you refuse to review, and then tell me there's nothing you can do, and that's what I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about every agency I tried to
Why
contact.
don't you contact an attorney
With what?
with your 174 pages of evidence?
And how am I supposed to pay them?
Legal aid. They're
Huh?
free. Legal aid is free.
Bullshit. You know what? You want to see? I've tried every legal agency in the state of Michigan, and that's in the 174 pages. I tried everything. You understand? I'm at the end of my rope. I tried every free agency, and I can't defend myself because the Lapeer County is completely corrupt. Let me ask you this: I tried to defend myself when my water heater, their water heater, failed for the second time in November 2017. I contacted them and I asked for their files under the Freedom of Information Act. They refused them.
Okay.
I can't defend myself. I've complained to my senator.
And we can't do anything about that.
You can't do anything about anything. That's the problem. Here's what I need you to do. You can't do anything. That's the problem. I need to get in front of a legal judge in a legal court. That's why I need you.
The judge dismissed your case.
What judge?
Elkin's the one you sent the letter to.
That's a completely separate issue. I want to file a complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg
The complaint.
for gross negligence.
Let me get into it, okay?
You're not a lawyer and you're not a judge. Just take the complaint. Get me in front of a judge. Get me in front of a real judge, not a kangaroo court.
Let me tell you.
That's why I can't get anything resolved.
Can I talk? Or is this one-way communication?
No, you know what? You're directing the narrative.
No, I'm not directing the narrative.
Why don't we go through my information? Let's go through all my evidence. Tell me where to go. Tell me how to do this. You know what? She dismissed the case and then she said that I can refer it to circuit court. I don't know how to do that.
Judge, we have no control over that.
I can't do all this stuff. How am I supposed to do it?
You understand that the Almont Police Department investigates complaints within Almont.
Where am I at?
You're in Almont.
Okay.
The issue,
Where did the damage happen?
The DHS
Where did the assault
I'm going
happen?
to keep talking. If you want to talk over me, that's fine. The DHS workers that you filed a complaint against, the state police took the report. They sent the report to the prosecutor's office. They reviewed it and they said there's no basis for any action. That's from the Lapeer County prosecutor's office.
And I never got anything. I have no proof of that at all.
Okay, well,
you know what?
that's what happened.
Huh?
Then you should contact them and ask
That
them.
was in August. I was trying you know what they told, here's what happened. When I went to the August 6th, 2018, Gary Howell, you know who Gary Howell is?
Yeah.
You see that video?
At Big Boy?
Huh?
At Big
No,
Boy?
it was at Farmer John's or whatever that restaurant was.
Okay.
You know what his job description is? It's not tour guide for the state of Michigan.
But we have no control over it.
I know you don't have any control
Yes, we
over it.
do.
You know, listen to me. Here's what happened.
We're getting nowhere with this. You're coming, you're ranting and raving.
Are you not
Officer
going
Hager is trying to tell you we have no jurisdiction because the crime did not committed here. From those people, we don't have jurisdiction.
How can you say that?
Because that's the law.
I live in Almont. You had
I know.
an agent lie to DHHS, and they cut me off. They won't give me any service based on a lie.
Attorney,
Huh?
he already looked at that.
When did he look at that? He looked at that when he looked at my file. That was in July. This happened in October. He didn't look at it. Did he look at it again? When did he look at it again? He looked at it.
3 people that you lodged a complaint with the state police last year.
And I'm telling you something. That was in July. I'm talking about October. He hasn't looked at anything in October. That's why I got to and he's not going to do anything because he's protecting DHHS. They can't admit to anything. They blew up my water heater. They're 100% responsible for it. If I could hire a $5,000 lawyer, I could win the case. But I can't do it. And I thought I could. I'm smart enough to be able to figure 2 + 2. I put together 174 pages of evidence and 30. I got 30. Now I got about 40 videos now.
How about small claims court?
Huh?
You need a lawyer for small claims court.
Yeah. Don't you understand that company is out of business? That company, I never took possession of the contract.
Small claims court is not a business.
I'm talking about the company that they hired. Porter and Heckman was going out of business because they were doing shoddy work when they installed that water heater. I can't get my issues resolved in a legal court of law because I broke the contract. I put it down in paper. They didn't deny anything. They just said, oh, according to this, we dismiss everything. They didn't explain anything. They also stole money out of my Social Security account. They won't explain anything of that either. Did you listen to my call to the Social Security office where the woman told me that I have a case and that all I have to do is come down to the Social Security office in Port Huron and file a complaint against those people? Did you hear that? You think I'm lying about that either? Why don't you? Are you telling me that that's legal?
All I'm telling you is
I'm showing you new evidence.
the federal government takes money out of your Social Security check for Medicare.
Why don't you listen to the evidence? I'm telling you that they stole money out of my Social Security account and they did it illegally. And Social Security agreed with me. Why don't you listen to that? What, do you think I made that up?
Then you have to file a complaint.
I did. With who?
Social Security.
I had, you know, and you didn't listen to the call. They told me I have to come down to their office.
We don't provide transportation service.
I didn't ask you to, but under ADA guidelines, Americans with Disability Act, Civil Rights Department, I sent you that guideline. I am entitled to transportation for public services.
That's why I sent you the information.
Yeah, you gave me what the number for
Your
that.
transportation.
And you know how much that costs to and from?
Let's go. Let's go. We're done.
It's getting nowhere.
That's why we can't do it. You're not going to take my complaint.
You have a new complaint to make?
Against Elaine Stoutenberg. Where's the grocery store?
Where's the grocery store?
Yeah, where's there a grocery store?
Right down the road. Thank you.
Yeah, how am I supposed to get there? I walked. How much?
This is further from your house than the grocery store.
And I'm disabled, and you don't know what I'm going through physically. I haven't had medical attention since 2016, and that's why I didn't ask for Medicare. I told them I didn't want it. They gave it to me anyway. Then they took it back. Then they gave it to me 4 different times and took it back. I never signed for anything. I never.
When you turn 65.
And don't you understand? They gave it to me as a benefit, and then they took it back for no reason. Then they gave it to me. Then they took it back. And all you have to do is listen to that recording for Social Security. The Social Security tell me that they broke the law, and I have to go down there to file a complaint. But you won't listen to that.
There's nothing we can do.
It's not a
Tell me who I contact. Who do I complain with? That's illegal. Who do I complain to?
Social Security Fraud Department.
What did I just tell you? They told me that I got to go down there. Listen to the recording. How am I supposed to get there? You know what? I'm fighting all these battles on every front, and what you're trying to do is just kill me. You cocksucker. Get out of here. Asshole. I'll see you on YouTube, asshole. Fuck you. I can feel that. You know what? If you don't do anything wrong, you got nothing to hide. Isn't that true? What did you
Did you hear what I said?
Bye. I got nothing to lose, don't I? You guys are real.
Watch your mouth.
You guys are real protectors, aren't you?
Watch your mouth.
I can feel that.
Oh, beautiful for patriotry that's seen beyond the years.
Hi.
You called our central dispatch?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
I need to file a criminal complaint.
I can't hear you. Can you talk a little louder?
I need to file a criminal complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg for gross negligence.
Okay.
She,
We already went through that.
no, we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah.
Just what I need is I need a new.
You're not going to talk. You're going to talk. Okay?
Okay.
Because that way it works better. We can communicate.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Officer Hagar has informed you several times that the Michigan State Police has investigated that. It's been sent to the Lapeer County Prosecutor's Office, and that there's no criminal activity that's been going on.
Do you understand that that's incorrect, though?
Well,
No. Wait a minute. Okay.
go ahead.
When that was investigated on an entirely different case against 2 different people. Those were DHHS workers, Elaine Tanya McCrory and Rhonda Lansing. That issue hasn't been resolved. It's in the MAHS court right now. It hasn't been dismissed. So that's still
From what I understand from what Officer Hagar has told me, that was in reference to Elaine Stoutenberg when you had.
No, see, no. These are 2 different issues. And he's correct. The DHHS workers were investigated by the state police, but that was in between January and July. And they lied to the Michigan State Police in May and told them that they fixed my water heater and my roof, so they closed the case. Now, and that was a separate issue. Now, this happened, and see, now that's what Leo's talking about. So he's saying they closed the case, which is correct. But what I'm talking about, and this is the truth, Officer Wilson, Leo told me to call the crisis hotline, right?
Okay.
And that was and he's an honest guy, and he told me that in September. And so I started calling the crisis hotline. They weren't responding. Let me show you something. I got no weapons or anything. These are just batteries and that. But this is all they sent. Every time I would make a call to the crisis hotline, they would send me that. But there's no explanation.
Okay.
What ever transpired. So I kept calling them, and then I found what they told me is that Elaine Stoutenberg, the Adult Protective Services agent, told them that I am in no crisis because I've got a grocery store right across the street, which I don't. And so they closed. They kept closing the case. So then I talked to somebody from that department, and they said, okay, we're going to rectify this, and the next time you call in, you'll get some help. So that's been going on since between October until I think I called like last week, and nobody ever responds. And that's because they're getting what they're doing is they're just taking everybody's word saying, well, it's all been investigated and there's no crisis. But I am in crisis. I don't have water. I don't have running water, and I'm living like an
off the subject of Elaine Stoutberger in reference to your water heater and everything.
But that's what.
Can I just ask you something? Because I really want to try to help you. Okay. Have you contacted like any church groups or anything like that to see if they can help you out with getting this fixed?
Sir, it's a breakdown in government. They screwed up. They screwed up. No, but no, I'm telling you something. They screwed up, and they have to be responsible. Can I tell you something? What's your first name?
Brian.
Brian. The government's broken. The government's collapsing. Do you understand that? You know what? You know how bad the Dow is dropping just this week? We're in the state of a collapse. We're going to go into something. Right now, the Dow futures are down. I haven't checked the market, but we're in a state of collapse. It's going down, whether we like it or not. But see, I know, but the situation. Yeah, but the thing is they have to be responsible. That's what they did is they. No, they have to be responsible for gross negligence. Let me ask you something. Would you like it if? Here's what happened. You got to understand. I've got total proof that I'm not responsible for it. I broke the contract, and legally I am not responsible. I have 179 pages of legal evidence that no one will refute, and I've got 45 evidence videos.
Okay, I've seen all your videos. I've seen the evidence.
You haven't seen it all. He's still putting it on. I can't do it fast enough.
What I'm trying to do is help you get your water heater fixed.
They got to be responsible. No, you know what? You can't. What you can't do is you can't fix it.
From what I understand, your complaint has been investigated by everybody that I know has been investigated. There's nothing I can do for you today.
Let me ask you something. Are you telling me she didn't lie?
I don't know this.
That's what I'm trying to make a complaint. And
just over Elaine Stoutberger.
We haven't been over it. The thing is I'm
not going to stand here and argue with you.
Yeah, but I'm dealing with all of these different issues. Right now, I've got to get to a letter to the MAHS judge who's trying to dismiss my case, and without looking at 179 pages of legal evidence. Now I've got one more day to get a dispute filed to her to have her keep from dismissing that case. And in the meantime, I've got the Department of Civil Rights. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Okay, the Department of Civil Rights guy, this agent was supposed to forward a $15,000 court of claims case against Rhonda Lansing, Tanya McCrory of DHHS, and Adult Protective Services agent Steve Atkinson on August 7th, 2018. I thought I was covered. This guy has the capability. All he had to do is forward it. I don't have access to postal mail. All I asked him to do is take my email and forward it to the Court of Claims case, the court. I thought I was covered. Now, he didn't do his job. Now, I'm doing everything legally I can possibly to defend myself without an attorney that I can't afford. The government is broken. What you're doing is you're ignoring people like me and letting me die. Not you. No. What I'm saying is, and the thing is, you can't. What help are you talking about?
If I contacted a church group or somebody with the trade school up at the school where the kids could replace water heater.
No. Do you understand? It's not. This place is totally destroyed. No, the thing is, but the water heater.
There's resources and things that people can do to help you.
That's what I've been asking all along. No one has told me.
Maybe you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can't give me brochures. Like, you were here. Remember? Do you know David Lynch? You don't know him. You know what? This guy did nothing for me. This guy argued with me on 9/24, September 24th. You know what, Brian? Here's the deal. I covered myself. I documented myself 100%. And the best they can do is ignore me. That's the problem. And the thing is you have to it's not your fault. You guys aren't doing anything, but you're dealing with a broken government that's abusing citizens just to keep what they did is
I've got other things I've got to do. I can't stand here and argue with
you. Do me a favor and file a complaint against her.
I'm not going to do that.
I need to get a criminal complaint. It hasn't been handled. Tell me how. You haven't done anything for me. I need to file a complaint. How do I file a complaint against Elaine Stoutenberg? You haven't addressed it. It has never been addressed. Are you telling me her lying to you is legal?
And now the bastard city's clean, undimmed by human tears.
Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant.
Need your driver's license, registration.
Get your sergeant. Get your sergeant.
Open the window, open the door.
The window doesn't work.
Richard, you have a warrant for your arrest. If you don't open the door, I'm going to bust the window.
Go ahead.
Step out of the car.
I need your sergeant.
Step out of the car.
I need your sergeant. I'm being arrested for trying to get water again. I'm being murdered. This is Officer Ryan Wilson. I had no water again. I've been out for 4 days. I asked Officer Ryan to Chief Andy Martin to get me water. He wouldn't do it. I'm being murdered. You were just laying in wait for me. I have a Department of Justice criminal complaint for police abuse that I filed on August 30th that they never responded to. They haven't responded. I sent emails all week and they didn't respond to any of them. Okay, here's somebody else. Hey, you're on YouTube again. How you doing? Hey, remember you didn't bring me water? Remember when I tried to file a complaint? Mr. Best, do you remember that? Mr. Best, do you remember when I tried to file a complaint for the officer, or remember when I tried to file a complaint?
You do have to produce a driver's license, right?
Pardon?
You do, under Michigan law, have to produce a driver's license.
Do you understand that it's either do you understand I have no
license?
Do you understand it was either dry, I have no water, and I
driver's license?
do you understand that I filed a
license?
do you understand I filed a federal
Do you understand
a
you have
U.S.
driver's license?
I filed a U.S. Justice Department criminal complaint against your department, and it was delivered to you on August 30th. Do you remember that? For police abuse. And it was also sent to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. You're going to destroy my vehicle? You're going to take my vehicle? The last time it cost me $2,500. How come you didn't bring me water? Remember back on December 27th? Why didn't you bring me water? Pardon?
Do you have any weapons in the car? Do you have any weapons in the car?
No. Why have you failed to respond to a U.S. Justice Department criminal complaint against your entire department that was filed on, and I sent you a copy of that. Don't you remember that? Do you remember that? Tell me about that, sir. Saying that I have no water to survive and I'm being murdered. And what are you doing? You're trying to murder me. Why hasn't Chief Andy Martin responded to any of my emails that I sent, all of my legal precedents? I have no way to survive. Do you understand that? How would you survive without water? I've been without water for 4 days, you idiot. I called the 911 hotline yesterday. It's on YouTube. I have 90 videos on Almont Senior YouTube channel. 90 evidence videos of your county corruption that you will. How could I have 90 evidence videos of police of gross negligence and you won't deny any of them?
Your license is not only suspended, it's expired.
If you won't respond to me, I'm not going to respond to you.
You got to get out of the car, Richard.
No, I'm not. I'm not leaving my property.
You're under arrest for not having a driver's license.
You know what? I'm not leaving my property. I'm not having it stolen again. You know what? Give me liberty or give me death. Shoot me.
No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, you know what? You've taken away my life, so finish it off. How could I live without water for 4 days, you idiot? Look at this. Look at this. What do you think that is? What's that?
You've been living a lot longer than 4 days.
And you know what? And you can't kill me. That's the problem. You're trying to kill me. You haven't brought me water for a year, you fucking liars.
You've got a lot of water sitting on your porch every time I go over there.
Why don't you go over there? You know what? And where do I get it? Not from you. How come you won't respond to?
Right next to you.
How do I have 90 videos? How do I have 90 evidence videos that you won't respond to any of them? And I cite legal precedents that it's being ignored. I try to act as my own attorney, and it's being ignored. How can you ignore 90 evidence videos that show legal precedents? When you tell me that you're the law, I'm not giving up my property to thieves. Sorry. All you are thieves. You're trying to kill me, and I'm not going to let it happen. If you want to kill me, you're going to have to do it with your gun and kill me right now. Because I can't live like I'm being tortured to death. I'm being tortured to death.
Will you please step out of the
No.
You're under arrest.
I could care less. I could care less. You're going to take me to Macomb and they're going to beat me up again?
I don't know.
Well, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm not playing your game anymore. This isn't a government. It's a monarchy. It's a kingdom. You're trying to force me into death, and I refuse. How would you exist without water, you motherfuckers? Shoot me. Just do it, you cowards. You people are insane. You're murderers. Why didn't you respond to my 90 evidence videos on Almont Senior YouTube channel? I've been trying to get those videos to Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Why don't you go?
Richard, I'm going to ask you again to step out of the
I'm not
vehicle.
going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Do it then.
Okay. Well, we're waiting on your warrant status. But you are under arrest for not having a
I could care less. I'm being murdered. I'm being murdered by murderers, and I'm not going to open the door. I'm afraid. Get the state police. You won't take Elaine Stoutenberg's my claim against her for gross negligence. You refuse to do it. I'll get the state police to do it.
I'm asking you again to step out of the car.
No, I'm not giving up my property to thieves. All you are is a mafia trying to steal.
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Pardon?
Do you have insurance on your vehicle?
Answer my questions and I'll answer yours.
Can you show me your insurance certificate?
Answer my question and I'll answer yours.
I'm not obligated to answer your question.
Well, then I'm not obligated to answer yours. I asked you to answer my questions.
You're required by law to produce those documents.
I asked you, I gave you legal precedence. Did you review it or not?
You're going to be arrested for resisting and obstructing if you do not open the door.
I could care less. I'm not going to have my property stolen.
Right.
Are they going to break it? Break my property, ruin the rest of what I've got, huh? You're going to break my property?
Open the door, Richard, and step out of the
I'm
door.
not going to do it. I need call the state police. Call the state police. Pardon?
You also have a warrant out for your arrest out of Macomb County.
I know I do. And I gave you evidence that I'm innocent. I gave you innocence that
extract you.
Go ahead. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're killing me. It doesn't matter. Do you understand you're murdering me?
Do you understand?
Do you understand you're murdering me and I'm not going to give up my property to thieves, murderers? All you are murderers. You didn't bring me water at all. Don't you? I can send you. How can you say you obey the law? I send you the law and you ignore it. You people are animals. What's the matter with you? You're going to destroy my car, my property, my only property. Last time when they grabbed it when they grabbed it in Romeo, it cost me $2,500 out of my pocket to get it out. I'm not letting you steal it again. I had to survive, you idiot. How would I get water? Tell me that. How would I get water to survive? You're murdering me. Tell me how you would survive. How would you survive without water? How would you survive without water? I'm not going to let murderers open it. I'm not opening the door to murderers. You're murdering me. You're going to take me to Macomb and dump me off and they're going to beat me up again? That's the end of my life. Just shoot me then, you coward. Go ahead. Show all of Almont how you ruin people's lives, you motherfuckers.
You open the door.
No, I'm not going to do it. Call the state police because you people are murdering me. Call the state police. Call the state police. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. You son of a bitch. No, I can't. You son of a bitch. I can't walk.
Get out of the car right now. Right now. I'm done with this.
Get out of the car.
I can't walk.
Stand up. I'm not asking you to walk. Stand up. Get out of the car. You're gonna get tased.
I can't walk.
You got into the car. You got into the car.
Help!
Put your hands behind your back.
Help! Help! Help!
Put your hands behind your back.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch!
Shoot them! They're too far, they're moving too fast.
You Bye.